Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my video. In this video, I will tell about short story about Prophet Yusuf. Yusuf was the beloved son of Prophet Jacob, who also had 11 other sons. Benjamin, who has youngest, was from the same mother as Yusuf, while the rest were older half-brothers. Yusuf, still a young boy, awoke one glorious morning delighted by a pleasant dream he just had. He ran to his father in excitement and sighed, "Oh, my father, indeed I have seen 11 stars and the sun and the moon. I saw them prostrating to me." Jacob was overjoyed in realization that his dear son was indeed chosen by Allah to be bestowed with prophethood. However, Jacob was concerned about his older son's possible reaction to this narration, for even though he treated them the same, they harbored jealously toward Yusuf. He therefore warned Yusuf against relating his dream to his brother, lest they plot for his downfall. With the passage of time, the malice in the heart of Yusuf's brother keep growing. They invite Yusuf because they feel he was special and they were not. Unable to handle their emotion, they devise a plan to get rid of Yusuf by throwing him into a well. So, one day they approach their father and suggest that he send Yusuf come with them on a outing. A very reluctant Jacob said, "Indeed, it saddens me that you should take him, and I fear that a wolf will eat him while you are unaware." But the brothers insisted that they will take extreme care of him and that the Yusuf would enjoy himself. The next day, Yusuf set off with his brother. They traveled far in pursuit of a well deep enough to throw their brother in. When they finally reached the well on the pretext of drinking water, they led him to it, grabbed him and removed his shirt. Yusuf began struggling and pleaded with them to let go. The brother eventually outpowered Yusuf and threw him down the well and rushed back home. The brother ran to their father carrying Yusuf's shirt that was smeared with sheep's blood. They cried, "Oh, our father! Indeed we went racing with each other and left Yusuf with our possession, and a wolf ate him." Jacob was suspicious of their story. He in his heart believed his son was still alive and that the brother were likely enticed by Shaitan to do evil. He remarked that the wolf was indeed merciful to have eaten his son up without daring his search. He bore the bereavement with patience and prayed for his son's safe return. Meanwhile, Yusuf managed to cling onto a stone ledge. He prayed fervently to Allah to grant him salvation. Soon, a caravan bound for Egypt stopped at this well to fetch water. The water drawer held up his bucket and was shocked to see the handsome boy clinging onto the rope. The caravan people immediately shackled Yusuf and took him along to Egypt. Here, he was auctioned and sold as a slave to the highest bidder, who happened to be the treasurer Al-Aziz. Yusuf's new master, who had no children, was completely taken with Yusuf. He put his wife to take good care of Yusuf, and they could either use him as self or take him for a son. Yusuf not only grew up to be a handsome young man, but was also blessed with exceptional knowledge and wisdom by Allah. His honesty won the heart of Al-Aziz, who placed Yusuf in charge of his household. During this period, Yusuf was confronted with his second trial, Zulaikha, Al-Aziz's wife. for which Yusuf day after day began to feel passionately about him. Her obsession heightened to a degree where she was desperate to fulfill her desire. One day, when her husband was away from home, she closed the door and invited Yusuf to her. Yusuf, fearing Allah, replied, I seek refuge in Allah. Indeed, He is my master, who has made good my residence. Indeed, wrongdoers will not success. He turned away and ran towards the closet to escape. Zuleika chased after him in desperation and grabbed his shirt from the back, which caused his shirt to rip. The door opened and Aziz entered. Ashmed, she ran to him and cried, What is the recompense of the one who intended evil for your wife, but that he be imprisoned or a painful punishment? Yusuf was baffled. He continued to deny her mistress' claim, saying, It was she who sought to seduce me. Al-Aziz was a firm man. He was conscious and unsure of whom to believe, so he consulted his wife, cousin, for advice. If his shirt is torn from the front, then she has told the truth, and he is of the liars, advised the question. Thus Yusuf's innocence was proven. Al-Aziz apologized for his wife's indecency and swore Yusuf to secrecy. Nevertheless, the story of Zuleika pursued spread. Other women began ridiculing her character. Distressed, Zuleika planned to prove to them her help reaction of Yusuf's extraordinary handsomeness. Hence, she invited this woman to a banquet in her residence one day. There, she served them food along with knives. When the women were happily catching away while slicing fruit, Zuleika summoned Yusuf. The woman looked at him, astonished at such angelic beauty. They cut their hand without even realizing by the head. Zuleika says to the woman to announce that this was the man for whom she was blamed. She then warned Yusuf that if he denied her again, he would be imprisoned. To which Yusuf replied, My lord, prison is more to my liking than that to which they invite me. That Zuleika convinced her husband that the only way to safeguard her honor and his prestige was to imprison Yusuf. Thus, Yusuf was thrown into jail.